Dan, I'm stopping in today to say hi and bye.
Oh, all right. Well, nice seeing you. Uh, take care.
and we want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Woodhounds podcast.
Yes. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next week, or maybe we'll see you in a couple days.
Yeah, that's my whole point. I have always enjoyed the self-employed lifestyle. It's not like I'm ever really in a hurry because I can control my schedule and I'll just do what I want to do through the day. But this open house, Dan, and it's coming up April 29th, Cortland, Ohio. Be there. I've got a lot of work, man. I've just been jumping through hoops and dealing with City Hall and got a lot of moving parts.
Wow. And yeah, it's 2 days away. So
2 days away from the day this podcast has been posted. April 29th.
well,
Cortland, Ohio.
we are sitting here live right now on all platforms. We are 2 days away, ladies and gentlemen. We are under the gun. And the big question is, are you ready?
I am not ready, but I'm getting close. I still have some major pieces to get in place, like the porta-johns. I am still just floored at the porta-john thing. I am seriously thinking of shutting down firewood and opening up a porta-john rental company. Holy cow. You cannot believe how expensive these things are. Are you serious? And then
Yeah.
I think of all the times you go to the county fair or to a concert and stuff, and there's just miles of these porta-johns. Oh my gosh.
Well,
They're expensive.
let me tell you something though. At the end of the event, when you're cleaning those things out, you'll want to raise your price. He'll say, "Oh, I am not making enough on these things."
Yeah. I went, and when this is back in the 90s, I lived in Memphis. I snuck away for the weekend to go to Mardi Gras, and big crowds aren't for me, but I just still wanted to experience it. I will never forget that it was like off Bourbon Street, and there was a row of porta-johns, probably like 50 in a row, and there was no need to go into them. It was just urine just draining right onto the road. Every single one of them was all the way to the rim. And I was thinking, who's the poor guy that's got this job?
Oh, I know.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I would just want to collect the money, not the contents. I would probably delegate that.
My worst experience is we were out on a lake all day, and there was one little harbor that you could stop at along this river, and there was one porta-john, and I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I ran up there, and this thing had not been emptied all summer, and there was like literally millimeters from overflowing inside. So there was like no room for anything. Like my bladder, I was like, oh geez.
I think we've all been there. You know how I can think of times where I really had to go, and you go into a bathroom, it's just filthy, and you go, I'll go somewhere else. But man, I think that's the barometer. If you really, really, really gotta go, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how dirty that thing is or what's on the seat or nothing.
Oh, all right. So back to this open house now. let's bring things around here. So you got everything kind of ready. You're waiting on you haven't got the porta-johns figured out yet, but otherwise, I mean, are you feeling like, this was is it still stress, or is it a little more excitement building into your mood?
Yeah, I think it's both. I'm still bummed about the hoop house. Because I'm just ready. It's going to rain. It's Northeast Ohio. It's the springtime. I would think that anyone's coming should be prepared for rain. Well, that hoop house was not just a shelter for rain, but it was kind of like a focal point.
Yeah.
We could have had the tables, because I do have some things I want to put out for display. and my daughter's t-shirt sales. It would be nice just to have a nice, sturdy roof to be under, and that's gone. And we
Oh,
can put up canopies and all, but it's just not the same. It's
yeah.
just, yeah, I'm kind of still bummed about that. I think that the day might come where I get a new roof of some sort, a hoop house, or you ever see those big carport roofs that they put between two shipping containers?
Yes.
Those
Yes.
look really cool too. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But I got a food truck. I don't have the porta johns yet. We might just hang up tarps. um, I have people that have offered to bring log splitters. I worry about that. I worry about people getting hurt with the chainsaws and stuff. And I think what I'm going to do, Dan, I think we're going to have large logs that can be bucked, and then we can, if people want to try out these log splitters, go for it. I hate this idea of signing waivers, but maybe I will. I don't know. But I do want to have some rules, like especially the guys that bring saws, guys or gals that bring saws. What I think is, um, I think only the owner is allowed to put fuel in that saw,
Yes.
because of the wrong mix. I think mix cans have to be clearly marked as mix so they don't get mixed up with the gas cans for the splitters. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
PPE. We got to have PPE. This is
All
a
these details.
yeah.
There's more than I even thought about. Yeah, that's a good point on the fuel cans and the mix and
Well,
wow.
that's just a fear. I thought I had wasted my saw one time because I have these two little dinky cans, and I couldn't remember. Oh, did I just run my saw with the wrong can in it? So I went, I fixed that with a big magic marker, so everything's clearly marked. And I don't want anyone, even sharing cans of mix, because you never know if
Yep.
it's the wrong ratio or whatever, or something if someone's saw does quit working and then everyone's upset because someone put the wrong gas in it, kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You had mentioned t-shirts earlier. I know last week you had a video come out. I'm not sure if everyone has seen it. If for those of you that are just podcast audience, you want to maybe give a little scenario of what all was going on with your t-shirt that you're going to have available there.
Well,
Because I
the
think it's pretty cool. I think what you did, you're giving everyone a chance to be something special.
employee of the month,
Yes.
that is a tall task for anyone to win at Ohio Woodburner. We have very high standards for our associates to win employee of the month. But I did partner with a local company who's making our t-shirts. Sweet Memories Vintage Teas and Candy Store. Her name is Linda. She's the owner, and she has assembled an amazing team of talented graphic designs and artists, and they have come up with an Ohio Woodburner Employee of the Month T-shirt. And it is awesome. It's got a slice of pizza on it. It's got the preferred parking spot, and we'll have those T-shirts. So I'm going to be giving stuff away. And that's part of our company culture. We just give stuff away. I have reached out to all of our channel sponsors: Easton Made, Yappa, Metza Machines, and we're going to be giving away stuff throughout the day. I have some local businesses that have chipped in to give away stuff. My good friend Sam at Cortland Mower. And if anyone's driving through town, stop at Cortland Mower if you need anything for your saw, chains, oil, filters, anything. And then my daughter Emily, and that's something that we've done since the day one on the channel, is our T-shirt sales. All proceeds of our T-shirt sales go to her to help pay for her college, and she will be making a celebrity appearance at our open
Ooh.
house.
And
Yeah,
because she was the original camera person, right? The very
she
first.
is, and I still consider her the original
Yeah.
camera person. So she's away in graduate school, and this summer will be the first summer where she's not coming home for the summer session, and she'll be staying at her apartment in Pittsburgh. So the majority of the filming obligations will still fall on me and my wife, who has made a valiant effort. But Emily had made a couple of appearances in my past videos, and she's a likable young lady. So people, I think, will be excited to see her, and she'll be selling. We'll have the Ohio Woodburner T-shirt, the work shirt for sale, and the Employee of the Month T-shirt as well. And then there might
Nice.
be some giveaways of those.
Yeah, some giveaways and a potential for someone to earn that shirt, not just get it handed to them in a giveaway. You got to earn this, people. That's what.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's going to be tough.
Well, that's true.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta unseat the king here. Oh yeah,
Oh,
and then so I'm gonna. This might be. I've got a long list of worries, Dan. Here's the other worry. I worry about everyone coming. I don't want. The roads can be dangerous, and I understand people are flying here, and I just want everyone to arrive safe and get home without incident.
yes. Yeah. There's a lot on your mind. I'm one of those people. I'm going to be traveling down there, so yeah, well,
That's what I was going to say. You're coming down too. Why don't you tell us what you got going on for this road trip?
Oh, I am. I'm actually going to be traveling with Bob Nelson from Metza Machines,
No kidding.
coming on down and getting ready to help move that 405 and help with anything else I can possibly assist with. I'm not setting my sights so high as to get one of those shirts, though. I don't want to overdo myself. I don't want
Yeah,
to overexert. I just maybe if you got one of those white hats that you usually wear, one of those. I'd
I
like to
I
see
need a
that
white
roll.
helmet. I need a white helmet. Dad
Yeah.
always, when I was growing up, this was still a steel town then. There's a lot of industry here, and he would always point out who the foremans were in town because they put their white helmet in the back window of their car. And he just always laughed at guys, that thought that they wanted to show the whole town that they were the foreman. So I was going to get me my own white helmet and start wearing it around the yard just so everyone knows I'm the boss.
Oh, I think you should. I think that's something that is needed.
Yeah, well, if I'm the boss, then nothing's going to get done. So, what I would ask though, Dan, this when people see the yard, it's going to make a lot of sense to them. But there are two other businesses that are coming and going with big trucks. And so the important thing is to try to not block in any truck that's like really big
Yes.
and keep them going. I'm trying to get the local band and a Boy Scout troop to come out. We can do a ribbon cutting. I think that would be cool. And from there, I think, there's really no flow or any
Agenda.
schedule. Yeah, like a schedule of stuff to do. I think it's just going to happen. I don't even know how to give away the stuff. I got a roll of those tickets, like what you would use for a 50-50, and we could put those and draw those out of a hat for the giveaways. But I'm going to have a lot of giveaways, though. I mean, a lot.
Well, that's good. I think that I like doing that. That's the way, because then the other thing you can do is then you don't you can have your prizes kind of set out and the winner like gets their choice, and then you don't have to worry about.
Oh, you think? Well, then I don't know because then um, everyone will go after the Employee of the Month T-shirt, and then I'll be left with a bunch of cans of dog food or
Well, you keep pulling tickets till everything's gone. I mean, it's like, hey, that's the luck of the draw.
yeah, really. Uh-huh.
No, I don't. I am looking forward to this, and like I was saying, it's only a few days away, so I'm kind of feeling stressed and rushed here as well. I'm anxious. I'm nervous. I'm excited. It's
Well,
all
and plus
kinds.
you're going to be I'm putting you to work because so the
Yeah.
crew that's coming down and there will be others involved for Friday is the big move. And I have a friend from down the street. He's got a big truck and a flatbed kind of a landscaping trailer because that the 405, the Yappa 405, it weighs almost 5,000 pounds. And my good friend Marty, who you have met and who has been on my channel from Lepo Rents, a local, well, they're not local, they're regional, they're in 5 states. We will be renting a telehandler machine off of him. He'll be bringing it out. I don't think he had a skid steer that's big enough to lift the 405, and
Ooh.
it had to be a telehandler. So that's coming out. And then once everything gets onto the trailer here, well, how are we going to get it off the trailer there? So we got to load the telehandler onto the trailer and take it down there and then unchain it, get it off, and then bring it back. And because there's going to be multiple trips. And then the other thing, then the one thing, Dan, that I am going to probably have some emotional problems with is my tractor. This will be, I sold my old Ford tractor when I bought the Bobcat, and now I'm going to be left here at my house and my acreage with no tractor. If
Ooh.
Yeah, and just the little things of having it with a bucket to move stuff from here to there or to pull something from here to there, I'm going to lose that. I'd have to load that tractor up and pull it back to the house to brush hog.
Or buy another one. I mean, that's simple solution right there.
Yes, that would be just a slight problem. And the money thing, this is this, what do they call it, 1,000 cuts and stuff. I mean, I'm spending money on stuff that, like locks and keys and cameras and batteries, and
Yep.
yeah, it's
Oh
starting to add
yeah.
up, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Now that you just described all this stuff that we need to do on Friday and all this does, I don't know, my not flight. I can't even use a flight now as my excuse. The road trip might get delayed. We might not be able to show up on time.
You'll show up for the when
Woo!
the food truck goes live. You'll
Yes.
be there.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I am trying to do my best with some of my local contacts, and I'm getting them on the channel. And I got some really neat people that I know, that I deal with, and I'm going to do my best to get them on the channel and make it relevant to the event because they're going to be there. And I just hope, too, not only just for Ohio Woodburner, but for Northeast Ohio, for the city of Cortland, for the Mahoning Valley. I think we're going to have a big turnout, but I hope the people that are coming in from out of town have a chance to maybe see some of the sites that I've been showcasing on my channel, because it is a really neat part of the country.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting some of those people you've had your videos on your channel on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and just everybody else that's coming out, that's possibly listening right now. And I think we will be able to possibly do. Um, we might be able to go around and record some people and maybe have them as part of the podcast coming up
That would be cool.
afterwards. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Maybe we should try. I don't know how the audio would be, because when you're in a place like that, you got to like scream real loud to be heard. But if we can get it to work, I think we'd do it, Dan. I think that'd be
Yeah.
kind of cool.
I've got a good mic system, wireless mic system I'm bringing along. So I
Okay.
think that'll be something that if you are listening right now and you are planning to attend, kind of put that in your back pocket to come and find us when we're doing our recording of the Woodhounds. If you want to be on the Woodhounds podcast, we've had a long list of people begging to be a guest, to be able to come on here and chat with us. So maybe that'll give us an opportunity to do that.
we've had no one begging to be on our
Oh, we've
channels.
had a lot of people.
Yeah. Dan, there's one other thing, and this is not open house related, but I haven't announced this yet, but I will be making a celebrity appearance on May 19th and 20th in Maine, in Bangor, Maine, at the Loggers Expo 2023.
Oh
So
my.
any of our Northeast followers, our subscribers from New England, if you have an opportunity, I'll be at the Fox Forestry booth on those 2 days, and come on out, man.
Wow. So you have really got a busy spring going on. You've got this open house, and now, what did you say the dates were? May
Yeah,
19th?
yeah, it's the Saturday and it's the Friday and Saturday in Maine.
Yep. So May 19th and 20th
Uh-huh.
in
Yeah,
Maine.
it's an indoor outdoor extravaganza, and I'll be at the Fox Forestry. So they are a vendor for Yappa through Metza Machine. So I'll be traveling out there with your good friend Bob Nelson.
All right. Wow.
We
That
need to
is,
have Bob Nelson on the podcast. He is
yes,
super
we
cool.
do. Yes, we do.
When I went to Finland with him, I've just always known him to be super cool. But then I spent like a week with him and watching because he was remote working while he was in Finland. He's awesome. He's got it going on. He is a serious business person. Serious.
He's a go getter.
He
You like
is.
you like to call them go getters.
I'm a go
Yeah.
sitter. Yeah.
I'm
Go
a,
over there and sit. As long as the Porta John's clean.
yeah, and that's one of the things riding down there with him. I think I'm gonna have a good time, just getting to know him a little bit better and picking
Yeah.
his brain and just talking
Mhm.
about stuff like behind your back. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I've always said what people think about me is none of my business. Yeah.
Well, I know that you're busy.
Eh, never that
I'm
busy.
busy. I know this is probably just another, for those of you that have been listening and following along, another episode of just getting out there what we got going on. 2 days from now is the open house, and now May 19th, 20th, which is what will be only 2 weeks after your open house.
Yeah.
Woo! Wow.
Yeah. And then I'll be worrying about my yard while I'm gone. Oh, boy. But
God.
they make these really cool cameras where you can just dial in and see. And then you can like set them for motion. So if someone walks by, it sends an alert to my phone.
Yeah.
And,
Oh
and,
yeah.
and so, yeah, and then they got two-way audio on them too. They're kind of cool.
Yeah. So you can yell, "Hey!" As long as you're over there, stack that wood.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh. Before you steal my machine, you got some stacking. So Dan, that's what I got going on. I am trying to get this old wood yard closed down and everything taken over to the new wood yard to get it started up. All at the same time, I'm running a firewood delivery service. The deliveries are still going out.
Yeah, I was going to say, and all the while you're still sending out Northeast Ohio's #1 firewood. You're
That's right.
still getting out there delivering, making deliveries, and yeah, that's a lot going on.
Yeah. Eh,
Eh,
it is. It's all worth it, though. I did a video today. I think I'll be putting it out Sunday if it isn't terrible. But I just am very grateful for everything that's happened and the way it's happened. So
well, I'm happy to have. I'm glad that I've gotten to watch this progress and be somewhat, I guess, a part of it, seeing it, hearing about it,
hmm
and now being able to come down and be a part of it. It's
heck yeah, there
yeah,
should be a number of YouTube channels in attendance. I still don't have a list where I feel comfortable saying anyone's name yet, but we need to get that compiled and get that out.
yeah, because it's kind of turning into like a pretty big deal, especially for a lot of people who follow, I guess, the firewood community on YouTube. I think
Yeah,
there's a good number of people coming that are from YouTube, and I don't know how many from the podcast here might be there. But yeah, on YouTube, there's going to be a star-studded lineup of channels from all over.
I like it.
So
The more
bring
the
your
merrier.
bring your Sharpies and your paper for autographs.
Oh yeah, I'm having a banner made for Open House 2023, and it's going to be a lot of white space, and I'm going to have magic markers. I want everyone to sign it, and that will go into the Ohio Woodburner Museum.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's John from that frickin' Jeep did that at Bunyan. He had a big saw blade that everybody signed. And
Yeah, I signed
that's
it.
pretty
I
cool.
signed it right at the axle. I still remember where I put my name.
So you could find it if you needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all
Very
right, Dan.
cool.
Yeah, I think maybe let's strike up the band, huh? And let's get going.
Yeah. And again, looking forward to those of you listening. If you're coming out to the open house, looking forward to seeing you there. And don't be afraid to come up and introduce yourself because I may have met you before, but you'll have to introduce yourself again.
And you will be having your live stream from the hotel in Niles, Ohio. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's going to be the same as the live stream I had at the Bunyan show. It might not be in
As
the lobby
raucous.
of the hotel. I don't know yet. I haven't. I have to see what the situation is with, and if they even want me to do that. But either way, if you are at the hotel or whatever hotel you're at, if you're coming in Friday, yes, we will have a live stream and kick the weekend off.
Awesome. All right, so we want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Woodhounds podcast, and no matter where you are in the world, we hope you find a clean porta potty.
There you go. All right, so Joe, I want you to stay
Cool.
be. I'm flipping this around on him here.
Okay. Yeah, you really got me on this one here. I want to be safe.
And have
A great day.